Good afternoon. Welcome to Luxury in Black. I'm your host, Sherry Tisdale. Hope you are having a fantastic Thursday afternoon. We're excited to join you this afternoon. My co host, Lonnie McQuarters, is traveling. He is en route to London, which we are going to be so excited to hear all about. This trip is going to be really exciting. He is on his way to style a celebrity for the British Awards over in London, as well as catching couple of the last few shows of during Milan's Fashion Week, and he's going to come back and share with us all the details on next week. So we'll be excited to hear about that, and we are certainly praying and with Lonnie that he has safe travels and has a fabulous time. Well, excited about this show as we're closing out Black History Month. Which, you'll hear me say all the time, we celebrate 365. But in that this is our designated month, we have certainly had a great time, really, as always, celebrating and putting a spotlight on our Black creators. And we have been featuring, highlighting our Black designers that partake in the New York Fashion Week, which started February the 6th, the first part of the month, and it was absolutely amazing. If you did catch our visuals that we sent out, we were showcasing a lot of the lead designers, Christopher John Rogers, who absolutely slayed. His new collection is outstanding, absolutely amazing, as well as Sergio Hudson, who also showcased his new collection and absolutely dominated and was one that it was standing room only. You was very, very hard to get into that particular show, but all the reviews, as usual, were outstanding. There were newcomers that Adula that took place that was also new this year. We had a new designer, Joseph McRae, whose collection is really outstanding, just really electric. And it is so exciting to see the creativity and the doors that has just expanded for our Black creators that really took part in Fashion Week. We had several of our Black creators in the space who are stylists and influencers who were showcasing, who were there in attendance with the shows Brown Girl Chi. Jamala was there. There was the Black Council of Fashion was in the house, and there were so many different receptions and gatherings in New York. The city was absolutely a buzz. And it was just awesome to see the celebration of Black stylists, Black designers, Black models, just all the creatives, makeup artists. Everyone was absolutely looking outstanding and trending all over the site. So if you've had an opportunity to really take a look and watch the feeds to see what is happening, you will be amazed. And really, it was exciting to see us get the exposure. And it's, as we said, it's all about recognition, keeping our name out in the forefront, and talking about and showcasing the wonderful collections that are taking place and finding out where they're going to be located. Aside from that, this month we were certainly highlighting from Romeo Hunt, LaJuan Smith, whose collection is amazing. If you've watched any of the award shows, you will see LaJuan Smith, our celebrities adore him, and he has certainly been slaying on the red carpets. His looks have been showcased by from you will see from Beyonce to Victoria Monet, Janelle Monet. Oh my goodness, it was so many that when I was watching the NAACP, watching the looks were absolute. Kiki Palmer, uh, Kerry Washington, they were absolutely slaying the carpets and really showcasing. Many of them were showcasing and putting support in our Black designers and giving them major play and performance on the red carpet. And that is always exciting to see and important to really feature and highlight. So when you're going back and perusing, looking at some of those outlets, take note on our fashion designers that are making a major splash. You'll see the handbags being carried by Brandon Blackwood, who we featured several times. His bags are absolutely phenomenal. They are absolutely gorgeous. And there was a lot of his designs being featured on the red carpets this season. So, take note and certainly more importantly, peruse and go in and check out those collections. Go to their websites, look to see where their clothes are featured, and support. Can't emphasize that enough. We also this month did a big feature on Supreme models, which was very, very exciting. If you have not seen that, documentary on Netflix. You can also pull it up on YouTube. It is absolutely just one of the best. I enjoyed that so much. You will really get a full history of the presence and the of the black model and the rise of the black model from the heydays from the starting with in the 1960s. The greats who really opened up the doors and broke down barriers that made space for us on those platforms, bringing you all the way current to the mainstay that you hear so much about, the Naomi Campbells, who's still killing it, still slaying on the runways. She was just recently featured closing out a show that she is just absolutely the GOAT, right? We have to give her props. But there were many before her, beginning with, one of my favorite, Beverly Johnson and Amon, Beth Haddison. I mean, that opened those doors. Karen Alexander, Pat Cleveland. The list goes on, and it is just riveting to see. And the newcomers that are now adult, who's now on the mainstay, who are killing the game and really opening up and really shattering the glass ceiling. It is so refreshing to see the number of African American models that are gracing the runways who are really working and overseas and in the main shows, as well as we're seeing taking part in New York Fashion Week. So it is so refreshing to see the inclusivity really taking place. It's been a long haul, and really a lot of the greats that have pulled together. And that was one of the key things that was really showcased and shown in Supreme Models, what it took to really make that happen, and how it's so important for us to utilize our platforms and our voices to really affect change. And that's what happened when Iman and Naomi Campbell and Beth Haddison, Karen Alexander, and many others, Joni Smalls, united and created a coalition to really stand and rise up and challenge the status quo, that we need to be recognized. We need to be working. We need to not be excluded. And it was also heart wrenching at the same time to also hear their stories. And, Tyra Banks, where they have, were already breaking grounds and working. And then we went through a whole period in 2013, which was like yesterday, right? And they said it was almost a period of 10 years that they weren't working, that it was, they were shut out, Black wasn't in again, right? And how they had to really stand up and fight against that and say, we're not going to be shut out, that we have already made a presence and a dominance in this industry, and we refuse to just completely be removed once again because of our flair, of our individual styles, that where some people felt intimidated and that they were overtaking the design, overshadowing the designs and the various conversations. But the most important part is that when you unite collectively and in the correct way, and you really stand up and show your power and what you bring to the table, you can really affect how things are done and the decisions that can be made that affect your life and what your craft. And it is really exciting to see the different spaces that are finally opening up, and in particular in this industry of fashion, where those barriers are being broken. We talked a lot. We also did a segment on the Black male model, because you don't often hear a lot about who they are. One that really shattered the ceiling and got the most recognition was Tyson Beckford. But what you don't also know is how many doors, that how he utilized his platform, and Lonnie talked a lot about that, to really open up the door for more Black male models to really get work and to be recognized and to get in those spaces, and how he really utilized his voice to really push that forward and support, and making sure that they were getting the right representation and understanding what is needed to really get in there to play the game. And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on and really want to cultivate here at Luxury in Black, is providing you with those resources, providing you with those names and those references and role models that you can connect with, and various opportunities that are available to you that you may not know anything about or have any relationship with anybody in those spaces, that you can begin to see yourself and hear names and find out where you can go, where you can hone in on your craft and then not be discouraged and dismayed by the amount of no's that you may find, because no's is a part of life. Rejection is just something that's going to take place. And it's also a big part of I would say, the framework in the fashion industry. You've got to have thick skin to be in the game. But there are also, when you can find out the right places, there are places that you can go. There is support. And when you can find out and connect with those individuals or those organizations, you can see the opportunities and encouragement for you to continue to push it and move it forward. So we were excited to share and showcase our talent that have made those strides and who are making a difference. And so you can know where to connect and as well, and who to support, because knowing is what affects change. It's what really allows that ceiling to get shattered. So excited to really showcase. We'll continue to do that and celebrate those achievements that are taking place in the industry. And we want you to see them and hear about them. Aside from that, this month we did also step out and do a special kind of twist, really emphasizing the importance of legacy. You've heard me say, you'll hear me say many times, that it's important to know where you come from in order to know where you're going. And as stated, I hail from Tulsa, Oklahoma, from the historic Greenwood Black Wall Street. I'm a descendant from Black Wall Street. My grandparents owned a business on Greenwood, and so that sense of pride and of entrepreneurship and within our community, and what made it such a great place and space to be. I hail from that, and I enjoy watching what's taking place in the current day. And so, really emphasizing the importance of what the foundation that we build upon is so important, but you have to go back and know about it and and pull that in. And so you do rise up correctly, and you can take what is now current day and move it forward by continuing to only go further and higher than our ancestors did. But a lot of times, if you don't recognize the strength and the character and the integrity and the work ethics and the discipline and the sacrifice, all of these things played a great part in unity, self pride, and respect for not only yourself, but also for one another, for your neighbors. And one of the key things that made Black Wall Street what it was, and what the essence of what will always be within our community was the unity and the harmony. It took a community for that to become what it was. It wasn't individualism. It was a collective group of people who united and utilized their resources, their education, their work ethics, their desire, their dreams, and commitment to build something that still hails today. So those are those things that you want to learn and nurture and build upon to be able to really move that needle forward. And that is so very important. So throughout this year, you're going to hear Lonnie and I talk about that legacy because we both hail from that. But Legacy Greenwood also is not just about a block. It is a spirit. And Greenwood has grown outside of just Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. It holds throughout the city of Tulsa, throughout the state. It has crossed the lines. We're in multiple states that are ancestor and descendants that held and carry that same spirit wherever they are, but that essence of where you come from will actually really guide and determine where you can go when you choose to tap into your greatness. So we're going to continue to showcase and talk about that because I really love talking about the resilience of the people and what made it great. And most importantly, so we can learn the key steps, those key components to be able to be effective at what we're doing today. We also shared in various areas, this has been the month of love, and there's so many things that we can do in supporting in our community. We're coming to a different climate that's happening in the world today. Those things happen when administration changes. But when it does happen, we have to really determine how is it going to affect us? How is it going to affect me? What can I do differently? And when you take a look at a lot of changes that's happening and people are being greatly affected in so many different ways, what I pull on a great deal is where I come from. Because when you go back and from reading your scriptures and as well as I said, understanding your history, this is nothing new. We've been here before. What we have to do is understand what we have pulled from, what we've learned, what we've gained, how far we have advanced, and how we can turn today's situation in our favor. And so, one of the things that we're going to be talking about in the next hour, I have a guest that's going to be joining us, Renee Bramlett. We've had her on before. She is the business owner with the Shade Room, is one of successful business here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You will hear her share a little bit of her story again. She has tremendous eyewear, but she is really into optical eye care. And what she has done and transformed her business is really, really amazing. I'm not only I'm a huge fan of hers as well as supporter because her glasses are absolutely so fly. They're so amazing. But as I am one that I just can't only just be cute with a fashion, I have to have a purpose. I need glasses to see. And she provides that element for me that I can get a full service when I go to her, that she can provide you with full optical care, but she also provides you with a great deal of education that, particularly in our community, that we tend to not take full advantage or have a full understanding of. So I love her commitment and service, as well as providing you with great fashion. She does it for a purpose, and most importantly, to provide great eye care and information that's really helping a lot of people in our community. She's also going to be sharing, it's really exciting to see the number of Black entrepreneurs and businesses that are really hailing in Tulsa, particularly North Tulsa, in the Greenwood area, as well as west of Greenwood. And we're going to be talking about those various businesses and giving insight, because many of you may not know, but it's important to know so we can support, because we are upon, as I said, a period in time where a lot of changes are being made, but it's what you do with the information that's really important, that really, really makes a difference. And when we don't operate just from an emotion, but we operate from the place that we are going to be informed and really make wise decisions, but do things that really affect real change. Not just for today, not just for this moment because you're hot about something, but really take the time to research. And if you're going to do something, make a commitment to be intentional about this decision that can really affect a lot of change when you start going forward. And with that, I want to provide you with some outlets, because many of you know on to tomorrow, Friday, February the 28th, is being held as National Economic Blackout Day. And you're seeing that in all the socials. There's a lot of buzz encouraging us, particularly African Americans, to really affect change with your dollars, by not supporting, pulling back, and by not supporting anything that is not Black owned. But what I would like to challenge you with, and I'm all for that, trust and believe, because as I said, I'm about it 365, not just tomorrow being the 28th or just the month of February. It's what we do that will last, right? We have to make real changes. So I want to provide you with information and tools that, because when we make certain decisions, we have to understand. My husband and I were discussing this a little bit earlier in this conversation, and he challenged me with one thought, and I want to share that with you. How many people, when we pull back, how many African American businesses do we know, are we fully aware of, that when we make certain decisions that we're not also making, really affecting and causing a discourse in other lives. So when we do things, we have to be very careful about the decisions that we're making, really where it's thought through, and that way we are making the right impact. And I'm not discouraging anyone not to partake in the activity tomorrow, not saying that I won't be partaking in it, but I want to do it with doing it with great intention. And I want to do it for not just tomorrow. I want to be intentional about where my dollars are going. And so, in order to do that, I think it's really important to know and give you options where to go because we're going to shop. We're going to eat. We're going to go out. We're going to do things. So, not just pick up your old habits that your normal routine and jump back in it on Saturday. Know that you do have options. You've got to be intentional about really reaching out. If you're going to support Black, support all the time. They need your business all the time, every day. They need you coming into their space. And so knowing, finding, researching where to go in your area. We're going to talk about places to go in Tulsa here in a few minutes when Renee joins me. We're going to give you options here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and maybe in some of the surrounding areas. But on a national scale, I want to share with you one, how many are, and many of you may be, but how many of you, when we're pulling back from Amazon, we're pulling back from Target, you have options to go and really still and support Black businesses and probably many that you're not aware of, as well as supporting some of those businesses that may be in those big box spaces that you've been accustomed going, but one who's really stepped up their game and really providing great options that will give you a whole Amazon feel or a Target feel is BET. How many of you have actually gone on and checked out the site shopwithbet.com? They are providing you with everything from clothing, from cosmetics to fragrances to health and wellness, food options, you name it, electronics, luggage, things for your pets and animals, hair care. It is a whole consortium. It is well laid out. It is very easy to do. And I would encourage you, if we're going to make a change with our dollars, let's really move it where it's going to be effective, but not just for tomorrow, for all the days that follow that. So know that you do have options to really affect change on a long-term basis. That's when our voice will really begin to be effective and be heard, when we're actually able to really uh, showcase for a long term what are that you're missing our money. Because what you may not be aware of, you may have heard me say this before, we are the largest consumer in the marketplace. And just on luxury products alone, we spend over $1.6 trillion. And that number has probably gone up since I last said it. We spend money. It's where we're spending our money that we need to be more intentional about. Another site to take look at is Black Owned Everything, all one word. Blackowned everything.com is another fantastic shopping site that has a great layout of all black owned products, many that you may have not heard of, but incredible product and designers. So it is also a great way for you to discover new things as well. We're going to take a quick moment. Yes, Renee. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Well, good afternoon. We're so excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
I've been raving about you. You know, you're one of my all time faves, right?
I'm excited, yes.
And I've been bragging about the great things that you've been doing, but I want you to share a little bit. As I was telling you, have the Shade Room Eyewear, which incredible eyewear. I'm rocking it right now. Love, love, love. And but that you do so much more than just providing great fashion. You do it with a real purpose. So I want you to talk about that, and then some. Also, we're sharing because tomorrow is, as I was stating, is Economic National Blackout, and I want people to know, particularly in our area, where they can come and spend their dollars and spend it intentionally and appropriately. And we have spots right here in Tulsa in the downtown area. So I'm gonna turn it over to you and let you do your thing.
All right, awesome. Well, hey, hello everyone. All the listeners that's tuning in on today. My name is Renee Bramlett. I am the CEO and founder of the Innovative Optician Services located at 502 East on 3rd Street in Box 4. Our vision for this location is to helping individuals with low vision and assisting individuals in our community for Vision Forward. We're part of Tulsa Lions Club International here in Tulsa, where we assist individuals who don't have vision insurance and they're in need of it. And then we also are partnered with Vision Care Direct, and that's so helping individuals that have aged out of their mom's insurance and they got their own job, but their job doesn't apply in vision insurance to them at all. So we have in-house insurance program as low as $24 a month. That's concerning your exam materials for vision. Now here at the Box Yard, I am stationed as the liaison for the Box Yard. And in this community, we developed through the Innovative 2.0 vision for the Box Yard is bringing small businesses here. So we have a plethora of businesses now available here. We have Wild Orchard, which is a flower shop. Myself, the Shade Room Eyewear. And then we have fiber arts designer Latrice Parker, which is Sugar Chic Glam. And we also have Route and Rooted, which is Amy Brown and Shannon Brown. And then we have Lamique Beauty, which is Kim Roxy. And then we have Cash Me Out, which is In Crowd Clothing. And then we have Derek Howard, which is Fashion Gear. And then we have great food and shopping all in one place. We have Rosé's, and then we have My Mama's House. And so we're all set up in one location to get what you need right here at the Tulsa Box Yard. It's amazing to have all of us collaborated in one place. And I know that we're approaching tomorrow's vision for the world. So make sure you guys stop down here with West Historical Greenwood Avenue and take the time out to impeach on these small businesses, but impactful businesses that are providing more than just service, but supplying what you need right here in your community.
That is absolutely amazing. And I have to say firsthand, that's patronizing and going down into the area. It is really a really cool retail environment. Right across the street from the Box Yard is another Black-owned business, Poppy's, which is a full-service day spa that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then, as Renee said, is west of Greenwood. And so it's literally in walking distance of Greenwood. And so there's so many, there's shops and bookstores and coffee shops along Greenwood, as well as there's retail stores, hair salons, barbers. There's just a great haven right in that nucleus of an area. And so I want to encourage, if you've never gone, if you've never, we're saying we're going to do something different. Well, let's do something different. But as I was saying, be intentional about it, not just Friday. Let's support all the time.
Yes. And, I forgot to mention, but we have Pretty and Paid, which is a lash bar that's coming here.
So excited.
Yeah, she's a woman-owned business. Shouts out to her. And then we're going to have an amazing T&T tasting. It is like a salad and soup bar that's going to be coming to the remote kitchen area that's here at the Boxyard. And she's a woman-owned business as well. So we do have a plethora of entrepreneurs, African American entrepreneurs in this community as well. So we're actually mixed right on in the downtown area, supplying again that retail experience right back here in the heart of downtown. So I mean, we're west of historical Greenwood Avenue. I mean, these are services that is in your daily needs in your life. So this is a good thing, and I like it. I mean, I love what is being built here.
And it is, they have Mama's House has the food is amazing. So is Rose's. They both are, but Mama's, if you're wanting that rooftop experience, it has great views. It's just a really cool vibe. The courtyard setting at the Boxyard. So, and it's a black-owned liquor store, right? I mean, liquor store, bodega, kind of.
No, actually, the bodega and the liquor store that was there, they've actually relocated their location.
Oh, okay.
But what we've innovatively done with the spaces, we now have a event center, so you can actually book it for your mixers, business meeting, customer appreciation, birthdays, celebrations. You can book that old space, which has been reconverted from the liquor store into an event center. And where the bodega was, that's Sugar Chic Glam Couture, Miss Lisa Parker. So that is amazing switch up there as well. So.
And that is what now, is she the one that does the crochet?
Yes, he was on the rooftop of the Juneteenth 2024.
Yes. When I say her designs, come on, people, you need to go check her out. I went in, I mean, absolutely awesome designs, and ones you would have to see it to understand what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But they are all handmade, very absolutely gorgeous. And when I say it's like today, what you would want to wear today, it's fire. I mean, they are beautiful. I remember and next door is a jewelry store. Is that correct?
Yes, that is Route and Rooted.
Yes, beautiful jewelry. And I'm that girl. If I love anything, I love bling. I love jewelry. And her jewelry is also really beautiful jewelry. But then what I was also so impressed by, she even offers classes teaching young people how to learn how to bead and to make jewelry. And you can have like beading parties. And it was just the coolest setup. And that was really just so many cool things that are happening there. Renee talked about Lamique. Many of you are aware of Lamique Beauty Brow. Miss Kim Roxy is rocking it, right? She is everywhere, and I love it. But what was so awesome that she decided, that she chose Tulsa, Oklahoma, and particularly that location to open up her pilot store right there in the Boxyard. And she has a beautiful storefront, and her product is amazing. And so they offer full service in there as well. So it is truly exciting to see. You can come and enjoy a whole girl day. Let's do lunch, let's shop. You can have a whole moment. You can have a really great time.
Right. Yes, right here at the Boxyard. Not only when I say innovative for the optician store, it's not your normal optician store, like where you just come and get your prescriptions filled. We do so much more here. We have things to just fit the look. And that's like getting a nice man bag, a woman's handbag, a nice t-shirt that speaks, souvenir things that people that come into the Greenwood tours to visit, they can grab an item and take it back home. We do like
And you have great hats.
pop-ups. Yeah, and we do pop-ups with other small businesses as well in our innovative spaces. So you'll continue to meet new businesses and local businesses that just has what you need right next door, Um, I don't know, but most of the people that come, they have Mama's House does a thing where they have community gathering there, like karaoke night, birthday parties and other things like that there as well. Special occasion events. They also do catering. So if
Oh,
you having a
that
person,
is awesome. I did not know that. Well,
yeah,
I want to acknowledge my co-host Lonnie. He is traveling, but I see he is with us. He is.
Hello, my beautiful women, my black powerful women here in Tulsa making moves. How are you all today?
Yes. How are
Is it
you? Are you?
is there any feedback?
Uh-uh.
oh,
Okay,
you sound good.
cool. All right, great. How are you all today?
We're doing good. So you've made the first leg, right?
Yes, I did. So Renee, I'm headed to visit. Like I used to go to London like all the time. One of my best friends is there, and she's actually hosting the British Music Awards on Saturday. Just so
Nice.
happened I had took off work and I had planned on traveling, and then she's like, "Okay, well, to piggyback off of that, we also have Erica Badu's private concert tomorrow." So I'm over here scrambling, trying to pull some looks together and trying to pack as much as many things as I can in my suitcase so I could travel across the pond and go get some inspiration because I really like live and thrive off of traveling and experiencing other cultures. I think that is refreshing
Right.
about traveling overseas, even though we're having problems with the FAA and all these things. So
Uh,
I'm still it's not gonna make me not like do anything and not be great. So yeah,
but
I'm headed out to work.
and going to have fun while you do it. I love that.
So Renee, you were like, so what's up? What's new? I missed the part of this.
So what's new and happening innovatively around here at the Tulsa Box Yard is that we've been cultivating businesses. Some of the small businesses you saw on the original Black Wall Street Marketplace have taken on the challenge of brick and mortar. So they are stationed here, and you have Sugar Chic Glam, Route and Rooted. As you know, Lamika's here. We have Rose's, the Chicken Shack place. And then we got Mama's House is full of soul food here. And then we have some new one, Pretty and Paid. Which is a lash bar where people can come and get their lashes and male facials and female facials done. They do waxing and all that good stuff. And then we have Tatia's is T&T. I don't want to mess it up, but it's T&T. So we have them coming in there do like, on the healthy side, salads, soup bar, and sweets, healthy sweets. So I'm excited to have that. It's like a one-stop shop is about to happen all summer long. So you're able to just come in, enjoy the ambiance, shop, have something to eat, grab a cocktail at Mama's house.
Yeah.
It's going to be all good. Yeah. And we have a local event center here where you can book the space. If you want to host meetings, mixers, customer appreciation, birthdays, we're here for all of it in one space.
That is awesome. How in the event space? Because the last time I was down there, you all were actually setting up for it was like a tea or a Valentine.
They had a Galentine's.
A Galentine's.
Yes, it was.
The setup was so nice. How many people can you set up for?
The building I think holds up to 200.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was very nice.
That is really nice. So, what are some of the, because I know you have different events and you all are always doing some cool different things that people can come and partake in. Do you have any particular events that are going to be taking place at the box shop?
Yeah, so we're going to have a March Madness event where we're going to bring in back the old school sidewalk sale.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like the kind of block party sidewalk sale thing where you can come and just shop different vendors. You know, back in the day, we used to have the sidewalk sale when you went to the malls and places like that. So we want to bring back that community feel as well.
I absolutely love that. And that's going to take place when?
March in a few weeks,
Oh,
in
okay.
mid March. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. The
And that,
weather be nice and kind of warming up for all of that. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think this is great because it just adds to locations for people to like visit and like what's going on in Tulsa now. You know, we've heard all the history and what are we doing now, you know? And I think that this is great what you're doing. And I thank you for being here and being in our community and helping drive this, you know, this new wave and new, you know, I guess reintroduction to business as Black people and running businesses and supporting each other. You know,
Yes.
you're kind of you know, lighting that energy.
Yeah, we want to direct this the innovative 2.0 as a way of letting people know that we're more than just people that you've seen trying to start a business, but we're actually up for the challenge. We're opening the doors. You know, we don't want to do the thing all day on CP time. We're showing forth that we are creative. We're showing forth that we're accountable. We're
Right.
showing forth that we're strong in numbers and that we can bring a great vibe to a downtown community and change the narrative of how they see shopping experience differently now. I know we're not Neiman Marcus, we're not a Dillard's. I've heard that downtown had amazing stores, but we're impactful and we have what is needed on a day to day basis.
I absolutely
Right.
love that. And one of the key things and what we wanted, Lonnie, we wanted to do is really put a spotlight on that because, so many people are just not aware. We get really caught up in our routines and just doing the same old, and not even aware of what's really right in your backyard.
Right. And I think, you know, I must speak for myself. I say this a lot. I don't, there ain't nothing going on in Tulsa. What's going on? You know, and I have to break that mental curse. I think that I've been conditioned to to believe is true. Um, you know, it's every year, every month that becomes less true. It becomes the new reality, the new narrative of Tulsa is not what, you know, we think it was or what we still think it is because it's ever changing and it's this live living thing, you know, and it's just beautiful to see it like change and grow. Like it's
Yeah.
surprising.
Even what you guys are doing is giving us a platform. You're giving that voice. It's part of a vision. I tell everybody all the time, like vision matters more ways than one. And what does that mean? The vision that you have for luxury and Black, the vision that you have of what you're doing and you're traveling and making this thing happen, and then the vision of those individuals who are so talented in their kitchen, they're so talented at their sewing machines to actually step out and bring back what once was the vision based on the history of
Right.
Greenwood. So we're sitting west of the historical Greenwood Avenue, but we're in the neighborhood, and that's okay. So that means that we're able to meet the challenges of individuals that don't have to travel too far to get toothpaste. You don't have to
Right.
travel too far to get a roll of tissue anymore. You have the bodega that's located right on Greenwood, Miss Angela,
Exactly.
which has your everyday common things. when it comes to quick needs. We don't have to just fly to Walmart. We don't have to fly out to Target just to grab the simple things that are right next door. You're looking for a
Exactly.
lipstick. You're looking for eyebrow pencil. I mean, here's Kim Roxy right in your neighborhood giving you that Dillard's Field right on the block. You know what I mean?
With better
Right.
yeah.
Yes, yes. And, Sugar Chic Glam, you're looking for someone to kind of tailor some things that you had or that you own. You want to change the look of it. She's right here to help with that vision. I do understand back then there was a bunch of tailor shops and
Exactly.
things like
Yeah.
that. Well, right here in the community,
It's
those things
definitely
are
like
right here.
a market like we have stores and clothing, right? We
Yeah.
need to bring back tailor shops. And I speak about tailoring as something that I learned in my early styling and costume career. I didn't know how important it was.
Mhm.
Um, everybody's body isn't the same. You can go and buy something from the store and then like have a tailor make it really come to life, really tailoring it to that person's body. And like looking back at how many tailor shops it was, it's just that means that there was really true and raw talent. Those tailor shops are probably constructing pieces all from scratch.
Right.
Probably the most well trained seamstress and tailors, back in that time. It's so interesting and inspiring at the same time.
And I love that because my grandfather, when we were talking about legacy, owned the cleaners, Sissel Cleaners, and that's what my grandfather Earl was known for, was his
Really?
tailoring.
Oh,
Excellent tailor.
that's
And my grandmother was a seamstress, you know, but how
really,
many that were like what you're
yeah.
saying. I mean, we had those crafts and we really utilized them, and so to see
Okay.
uh, that come back in our community and really see people utilize their gifts and their skills. And I love that. I love what is just organically started happening at the box yard, and it just start filling that space is really, really. I'm loving watching what's happening there, and that it really does give. We have a lot of tourists, people who come in all the for about Black Wall Street, and so they're looking. They want to see this kind of activity, and so it is really great that it's just adjacent from Greenwood. But you can get people, like you said, a whole shopping and eating experience, and those are things that people look for. I do when I'm traveling. That's what I want to do is shop and eat.
And you know what? I would love to see Tulsa call it the Greenwood Extended Experience and combined it all together.
Really and good.
Not just,
Yeah. It's Greenwood is as we Lonnie and it is more than just a block. It is a whole
yes.
it's a whole vibe.
Right.
It is a
It,
spirit.
it,
It's
So it
it's a living being, and
yeah.
I think that the beautiful thing is that everyone has a part of it's almost like this like tree and this web, and it webs out and everyone has a connection. It's multidimensional. I don't have words for it.
No, it really
this
is.
is
And I
this is the
think
thing.
you all are establishing, I mean, that's happening. As I said, it's in walking distance. If you were going to the cultural center or the rising, any of those areas, you're going to Black Wall Street Liquid Lounge, you're going to Fulton Bookstore, you can, you go into Silhouettes,
And
then
you
you can literally
traveling.
walk around the corner and go right into the box yard.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
right there.
Exactly.
But it gives a full experience that I really do think people want when they come here, and what we want is for people to know you have great options and they would be really I think thoroughly enjoy. We've got some great events coming up. Lonnie is over the fashion portion for Juneteenth, which we know reaches over 50,000 plus people every year. Major festival that is right around the corner, and then we have
Mm,
Biker Boys. That's a huge event in May. We have
yeah.
Legacy Fest. So we have all these. We have what, at least 3, 4 major events
Yeah, and
getting ready to.
hopefully, if things panned out right, we wanted to do the pre-June celebration here and block off the streets up until
Mm,
that
I'm like
Thursday.
on a podcast.
So we would
yeah,
love to see that happen. So that's some things in the making, but as of right now, it's March Madness sidewalk sale.
I love that March
That is
Madness sidewalk sale. And now, will that be for the whole month of March, or is it just a designated
it's going to
weekend?
be a designated weekend,
Okay,
so we can plan for it and get people in tune to what's here, so they can come out and meet the shops and things like that.
okay. Well, please keep us abreast of those dates because we would certainly want to circle back and put that information out there. Because again, if you are in the Tulsa area, anywhere, if you're traveling in, you're looking for someplace cool to go, or if you're at home this weekend, it's going to be a nice weekend. We're finally without snow. Get out
Yes.
and enjoy this
So
weather.
if you like fashion and fine art, you're gonna find it all here in one place.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can stop, rest, and eat great food. I'm serious.
Yes.
Yeah, you will. It is really a whole vibe. It really is. And we certainly want to encourage, if you have not experienced, but I do want to challenge particularly those in Tulsa. Um, in that tomorrow we're saying we're black, it's blackout, you're buying shopping black, do that. And you can't say you don't know where to go because we've just given you a whole list of everything you could possibly want to purchase is right in your
You
neighborhood.
got purchasing services, you got poppies, you got pretty pretty in pink that does the lashes and facials. I mean, you
You
got
get your
Kim, you want
eyewear.
a makeover. You got Renee if you just wanted to get your urban eyewear and urban fits on. You got Cash Me Out and men clothing down there, fashion gear, amazing. So it's all happening in one space.
And if you have birthday events, we've got bridal showers, baby showers, birthday party. It is a cool space. It really, really is nice. I saw it all laid and decorated. They were preparing for an event, so the room can transform into whatever you want it to be. But it is really, really nice.
Yes, yes.
Well, I
And Lonnie,
absolutely.
have so much fun, take so many pictures.
I am. I'm like so excited. Like I haven't been.
Hey, and post your outfits because I know you're gonna be late.
Yes.
Everybody's saying
Yes.
that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with today, and I'll go outside and do a little selfie, and then today's the plain look, and then tomorrow's the daytime shopping look, and then I have
Okay,
an Erica Badu private party look tomorrow night.
Okay.
that's
So
it.
what
We want to see it.
we want to
It's all
see it.
Erica inspired.
Okay,
Okay,
so I'm gonna
I got
do a
about
whole.
14,000 rings I'm gonna be wearing.
we want to see it. We want to
We
see
want to see
it.
all of it.
My hat, I wearing the biggest hat I own.
Come on, come on, come
Yeah,
through, come
You
through.
know,
I
we're
like
going to go see the
Lonnie.
Queen.
Okay, so I'm gonna challenge you. We're gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna do it
Okay.
every day. The looks of Lonnie while he's
Yes,
overseas,
yes.
and
Okay.
you got to
We
get
want
Okay.
to see that.
yeah, Renee. Right? We want to see
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are
we want to
funny.
post one
Okay.
every day. Putting that
Mhm.
All right.
back and share.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you gonna
It's
have
going down.
okay. Okay, so you finna go outside and take that first look. Send it to me.
Yes.
It's going up.
Yes. And I'll be bringing you all back some tea.
Okay,
We need
a
some
lot of tea.
tea.
Lot of
Good,
tea.
a good old Earl Grey. I'm gonna bring her back
Oh,
from.
all of this stuff.
All the stuff. Yes, yes.
Yes.
But I am certainly praying and
Hey, and Lonnie, maybe you can
Yes.
come. Maybe when you get back, we can have a style day that you do throughout these shops, and how you can put a
oh, that
daily
would be
look together.
Oh,
fun.
absolutely. I'm down for any of that. I just need to come visit you first. And then, we need to get ready for this fashion show that we're going to be doing, the three of us.
Yes.
So, yeah. Juneteenth
Juneteenth.
fashion
Yeah.
show. Yeah. Like,
I know
I want
you
to powwow out with
invite.
you, Renee, and we can, like,
Yeah.
kind of like, create some stuff. And so, yeah, I'm excited.
All right.
Well,
Yes, guys, this was amazing.
Yes.
thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate your time. Lonnie, I know you're going to be getting ready to get
I'm
on
waiting
that
for the
fast
look.
Actually
lane.
about to go.
I'm
I'm
on
about
it.
to,
But you got to run outside and get
as soon as I
that
get on this
picture.
plane, I'm going to sleep. I'm
Okay, but go
going
take
to
that
We
sleep.
picture.
even want to see what kind of eye rest you're gonna be wearing over
Yeah,
your
Oh my
eyes. We
God, that's
want
what
the
I
whole
need.
trip.
Oh my
yes,
God, I
yeah.
need the whole
Shut down.
eye
Before
mask
you
thing.
shut down.
Yeah,
We want the whole trip.
Yes,
yeah. So Sherry, we were gonna go to Milan because it's the end of Milan Fashion Week,
right.
but I think we're just gonna go to Paris and just do a little shopping and
I'm for
just
that.
kind of
I'm for all of
relax.
that.
I've
Yes.
never just been in just like just go into Paris and relax. Like I've been on like go mode.
Mm.
Like hang out in the 18th era de Remesement, era de
Okay.
Remesement. And it's the little Africa of Paris.
See,
Oh,
you gotta do all of that. You gotta
Yes,
film.
I'm gonna be
Yes.
staying in little Africa in Paris. Yes,
Okay.
lots of
Yeah, you
pictures.
got lots of pictures and film on that one.
yes.
That's the tea I want you to bring back.
Okay, okay, I'll bring that back.
Okay. So you have a safe and fabulous trip.
Oh, thank you.
And,
And Renee, thank you so much for just being here and available and present and
doing
beautiful
what you do.
and educated and smart and beautiful and educated and smart and nice and beautiful and educated.
I love that. And yes. And keep doing what you're doing,
Thank
building
you,
up
Renee.
the
Thank you
community.
very
Thank you
much.
guys. Thank you
I
for
love you
seeing me.
guys.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. We
Talk to
see
you
you.
soon.
Goodbye.
Okay.
All right.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right.
Till next time. Ciao.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.